Aloha. You're watching F5 On Demand. I'm Technical Marketing Manager Peter Silva. We're here at the Moscone Center in San Francisco for RSA Conference 2013. We're in booth 1354. So if you're at the show, why don't you come on down and see us. Yesterday at the show, on the 26th of February, we did a survey here in our booth. We asked 150 respondents 4 questions about security trends out there, what they're seeing, and just thought it would be interesting to share some of the findings with you. And so one of the things that the survey revealed is that organizations are really struggling to keep pace with the changing face of security. Some of the key findings. So one of the key findings is that the face of security is changing from the types of threats to those driving the threats. And when asked about what security trends have had the greatest impact on an organization's ability to achieve the level of security it desires, 73% said virtualization was a trend that was having an impact. After virtualization, that was actually the #1 trend, followed closely by the increasing complexity of threats, such as denial of service attacks. So that would be 72% of the respondents. Obviously, people were able to answer multiple answers per question. So virtualization, the increasing complexity of threats, and then BYOD, which is certainly not surprising, but the use of employee-owned devices in the enterprise is obviously a challenge in the, out there in their organization's ability to achieve the level of security. So we already talked about BYOD. So a second finding is that the threats are moving beyond the capability of the traditional spam and malware detection safeguards. Also not really surprising. And the reasons for that, as per the respondents, so at 49% say there's increasing insider threats. I've seen statistics where at least 1/3 of the breaches out there are due to insiders. At 49%, the shift from a data center focused infrastructure to a cloud focused infrastructure. Obviously with cloud, there's a lot of anxiety about giving up control, about losing control over your infrastructure, and then how you're able to then secure it, especially when the control is not in your hands. So that makes a lot of sense. And let's see. And then here too, increasing complexity of the threats, the distributed denial of service attacks. You know, last year with the DDoS attacks, they're certainly going to continue as we've seen thus far in 2013. And also a little bit is in the 47%, the change in the bad guys going from hackers to more espionage and politically motivated types of breaches. A third trend that we've seen, or at least something we've been able to deduct from the survey yesterday, is BYOD, or bring your own device, is seen as critical in an organization's ability to achieve the level of security it desires, yet organizations are not taking the appropriate steps to address it. Obviously, that's not a surprise either. In a lot of organizations, BYOD is just happening, whether IT is allowing it or not. And so you don't want to necessarily just allow it to happen and react to BYOD. You want to get in front of it and maintain control of it. You might want to check out our mobile app manager for those BYOD deployments. And it says, so the top percentage, 75%, so 3/4 of the respondents see the prevalence of BYOD as moderate to extreme, so a lot of people are seeing it, and 66% of the respondents see BYOD as having a somewhat high impact or extremely high impact on security. Obviously, anytime you allow anybody's personal devices or untrusted devices onto the corporate network, accessing sensitive information, there's a risk. So that is certainly not surprising at all. And then lastly, number 4 is that organizations are unprepared to properly address the shift from to web-based applications and to cloud-based infrastructure. In fact, 66% of the respondents see the shift to cloud-based infrastructure as a security trend. It is a trend, obviously. Yet 49% of the respondents are not providing the adequate security to protect against the potential threats. And so obviously too, that's really not surprising, as a lot of people are moving to the cloud, a lot of people are jumping to the cloud, a lot of people are getting forced into the cloud, yet a lot of the security controls may not be in place to properly protect the infrastructure, the data, and the applications. So I believe we're going to have a copy of these findings on our website, along with a press release, but I just wanted to, we got the results in this morning and just wanted to share with you some of the findings that we had learned due to our quick survey here at the RSA conference. And so, reporting from San Francisco, I'm Peter, and I'm with F5 Networks. Thanks for watching.